Alright then, didn't have time to record on Thursday for some reason, but I do have time now. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that oval race that I couldn't do before we ended the session on Thursday. We're going to do that now. Something I learned after recording on Thursday, not Thursday, but the other Thursday, is that changing the oil gives you like 20 extra horsepower, apparently. And I mean, it's not like I have any money for any other upgrades on the Mazda, so that's what we're going to do. We'll change the oil, and we'll go racing. In the Spider and Roadster Cup. We'll do Grand Valley. I'm not sure what that noise was. We'll do Grand Valley Speedway first, and then come back for the oval. Is the plan, especially because we get to show off our pop-up headlights here at Grand Valley. I probably don't sound all that enthusiastic, but I promise I am. It's just I'm really dehydrated because it's so hot and I haven't had anything to drink because I'm stupid. No, tell a lie, I have had something to drink, but it's not helped. I can't remember if we upgraded the Mazda after coming third at the oval, because it was like more than a week ago, and I haven't touched the game since then. Although considering that we didn't have any money left when we came into this session, we probably did. So the car should hopefully be speedy enough to win at the test oval once we're done here at Grand Valley. Battling with the VX220. Now I think I've come up with a plan, but I'm not sure if it's worth talking about it or just letting it happen, you know what I mean? Because it's a fairly contrived plan, but it's still a plan. Because when I last played this game, the point at which I gave up was the race at Seattle for the 80s sports cars. That's where I gave up, because no matter how much money I threw at my S13, I could not get it to beat the 86, which is a proper Initial D edition 86, which is really cool. And I want one in this game, but I don't think I'm going to get one. I'm not sure if you can get one. You probably can. I hope there's a way to get one, because it's got the carbon fiber bonnet and everything. And it's also really quick, you know, because of how much money I threw in S13. So what we're gonna do, instead of just re-racing at Seattle over and over to try and get money to upgrade an S13, what I might end up doing is going around and somehow saving up enough money to get a Ford Mustang. Which is a really cool Mustang that I might have talked about. The one from Ford Racing 2, the SVT Cobra R. I'll see if I can get one of them, and then we'll use that in the American Car Championship. I can't remember what you get as the prize for that, but it should be. But I think it's a decent car you get for that. Plus, there's a decent payout for winning the races at the US Cup, I think. Which should give us enough of a boost to spend either a fair bit of money on the S13, or see if we can pick up an R32 GTST, which is like the R32 GTR, but it's rear-wheel drive and not as good, essentially. We'll see about that, because I reckon that sounds like a decent plan, but I don't know. I'll probably end up doing it anyway, it's not like anyone cares. Yeah, really not sure if the car's going to be quick enough at the test track speedway. I cannot remember its name. I'm just gonna call it Test Track Speedway and hope for the best. Although we should get like $2.5 grand for winning this, so we might throw on an exhaust or something if I don't already have one. See what we can make happen. With the Mazda, we've had much smoother sailing than with the 8.6. The struggle was real at Deep Forest. We're past that now. We're moving on up. We're not looking at well, we still are looking at Mazdas, but now we're planning on buying Mustangs, so that's a step up, right? Yeah, that's a step up, definitely. I do like moving on up, moving on out, because nothing can stop me. And that was a sick song reference. It wasn't subtle, or nuanced, or obscure, but it was still a reference, and as we all know, reference equals funny. Well, we've already got the best exhaust we can get. The Ford at the moment, the best exhaust in the Ford. It's definitely not the best we can get. Flywheel, drive shaft. I don't know. Tires, can't afford none. Weight reduction. Yeah, let's run a weight reduction, bro. And then if we're running like, and we'll throw on a clutch as well. Great. And we're down to 25 credits, so we've got no choice but to carry on racing, because you can't go anywhere with 25 credits. I'm gonna have to get a B license at some point. Can't wait for that. The license tests in this game are horrible. They're AIDS. The license tests in TT Superbikes are easier than the license tests in Gran Turismo 3, and that's saying something. Still no VX220 at test course. I kept saying Test Track Speedway. Alright, here we go. My audio should be in sync for this race this time. So, now it's just a case of hoping I've thrown enough power in the car, and we should be able to win. Although we're not going to win by weaving, because that's how you scrub speed. And we don't want to be scrubbing speed, we need to be gaining it. Although, I reckon we've got enough speed. We're going pretty quick. What's that, like 120 miles an hour, I think that translates to? Is that the speediest we've ever been? Well, I do have a feeling we are going to reach the speediest we've ever been in this race. Although we're bouncing off the rev limiter already. But we did actually make it to the lead this time, so we might be able to do something. Wait for it to... You bounce it off the rev limiter long enough, it loses a bunch of revs, and you lose a bunch of speed. And, you know, obviously I don't want to blow up my engine, but my engine's not going to blow up. This is Gran Turismo. There's no damage. Yeah, here we go. That was the speed drop. Now we're being pushed along by the Mercedes. Although I could definitely do with a boost from the Mercedes. He can give me a speedo boosto. Come on. Tuck him back behind me so you can push me along. Tuck him back behind me so you can push me along. Come on. I gotta win this. Otherwise I'll have to do it again. And I've done enough. I've done this track enough because it's horrendously boring. No, he's past me. He's clean through. I'm gonna have to go up the inside. Here we go.